Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ray Guitard channel, everyone's favorite idiot on the internet. Sponsored by United States Railroad, baby. They bring the sound effects every single time. So, what are we talking about today, guys? Well, recently, DeFranco and Ethan Klein have gotten into a bit of a beef. It's probably one of the stupidest, most inconsequential beefs ever. So, to sum up this entire story, guys, where does this all start, right? So, a while back ago on the H3H3 podcast, they had Anissa and iDubbbz on because they just announced Creator Clash 2, and apparently Philly D and Ethan Klein have been sorta hinting at a fight together, just kinda lightly beefing, throwing insults, just talking, how the internet is supposed to be pretty much all that YouTube was really founded on, internet beef, just entertainment at the end of the day, drama. The community having things to look at, big events to look at, of two creators coming together and doing something crazy that no one thought would ever happen in this whole YouTube space. And in this podcast, basically, Ethan kinda has a slight, barely even a jab at Philly D. Just says he's doughy, he's permanently doughy. And then Anissa calls him a ham sandwich, and then he hits him with, yeah, he is a ham sandwich.
Who would you pair me up against, theoretically? Probably Philly D, right? But he's taller than me.
How much taller?
He's doughy, though. He's doughy.
Yeah, I don't think... I mean, he's lost...
He's soft.
A lot of weight.
No, but he's, permanently doughy.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
He's just got that soft, doughy look to him.
We call that, in my family, a ham sandwich.
He is a ham sandwich, most definitely.
That's it. That's literally it. So then Philly D decides to go on his YouTube channel, on his show, and has a few choice words.
And I also, you know what? It is so beside the point of this story, but since he was mentioned, I kind of just want to say this. To Ethan Klein, can you stop talking about my fucking weight on your podcast? Well, I personally use people saying negative things about my weight or my looks as further motivation when I'm working out, to the point that I even do David Goggins-esque bullshit. Like taking the audio of them calling me fat or whatever language they use and mixing it with pump-up songs for my workouts. There are also tons of people that deal with weight issues and eating disorders, which, by the way, it's well documented that I've talked about myself having an eating disorder that I've had to really fight to overcome over the years. So when you say on your podcast to hundreds of thousands and if not millions of people that I am permanently doughy, that I am a ham sandwich, it's fucked, and I think it can have a genuinely negative impact on other people. That's where I'm going to leave it. I don't want anyone going after anyone because of things that were said about me. I just think that we should all try to be better. And then I want to take a...
What? Philly's actually coming for me? Philly's being serious right now? He put in a video that I'm fat shaming him? Oh my God, what? What did I... Don't I always compliment him and say how great it is? What the f? Dude, I'm always praising him, saying how awesome it is that he lost weight. He has never once messaged me or texted me and said, hey, can you please stop talking about my weight, by the way? What was the context that I said it in? Who gives a fuck that I called him doughy, dude? He's trying to turn this into a big deal. He's calling me out for body shaming him. Bro, if you have a problem, you can text me. Just say, can you please stop talking about my weight? I would say, no problem. Why would you ask me through your video? If he goes, I don't want anyone to go hate on Ethan. Why did you ask me like this? You have my phone number. We literally text. But I never actually call him fat. I'm always just dude, he lost weight. In fact, I was saying I didn't want to fight him because he's gotten so fit. I have no problem apologizing. I just kind of resent the way that he did this. I think it's super fucked up. He's definitely trying to start shit for me, cause me problems.
And the whole time, while I do feel bad for Ethan Klein, I'm just bro, you dug yourself into this hole. You want to be funny, you want to be edgy again. I see it poking through the slight jokes that you make every once in a while, but you surround yourself with people like Hassan, with people like Anissa, with people like Philly D, or hell, even Jake Lucky, and then are so surprised whenever they act all sensitive and call you out for making one of the most harmless jokes in the world. And Philly D does go on to say, oh, well, I had an eating disorder and I've talked about it many a times. And I'm okay, that doesn't mean that Ethan watches all of your videos and watches every single time you mention your eating disorder. Okay. Number 2, grow the fuck up, dude. What, you're like 30? You're like 40 or something? You have such low testosterone you can't take being called a ham sandwich. You pussy. You literal pussy. Ethan must have been really flabbergasted at this one. He really must have been a little bit upset, a little bit like taken aback. Obviously he was in that initial clip. But then he was so bothered by this that he decided to go on the H3H3 podcast and respond to all of this again. And let's just get into it. Let's watch.
And I have to say, it's something I'm really proud of. And I'm kind of disappointed to see that nobody's talking about it. I feel like it's kind of it's a relevant story. Hassan covered it. Thank you, Hassan. We love you for that. And I thought Philly D might cover it like a good thing, like something good I've done. And I don't complain about Philly D clickbaiting me, but it's always something bad. It's never something good. When's the last time Philly clickbaited me for something good to say, congratulations, Ethan, you did a good thing today?
Well, the only thing is that, Ethan, you're not a very good person. You completely went back on all of your ideals, everything that you built your career off of, the whole unapologetic humor, comedy, and average shit-talking that pretty much everyone does in life. Nah, you turned away from all that, you adopted all of these crybaby piss pants into your audience, and now you're surprised why people have a problem with you being funny. It is what it is, you dug your own grave, deal with it.
The original title was Ethan Klein Has to Stop, something like that. He changed it to This Has to Stop.
Yeah, Ethan Klein, please stop.
Please stop, which is still a reference to me, this, by the way. This has to stop.
Can you stop talking about my fucking weight on your podcast? Well, I personally use people saying negative things about my weight or my looks as further motivation when I'm working out, to the point that I even do like David Goggins-esque bullshit, like taking the audio of them calling me fat or whatever language they use and mixing it with pump-up songs for my...
That seems pretty extreme. I mean, I actually, I didn't even hear what he said afterwards because I was so devastated. He has people calling him fat worked into his workout music? That's intense.
He has a fair point. That is pretty fucking intense. I don't know why. I mean, hey, if it gives you motivation, but clearly it does not motivate you that much because you started crying about it on your public show, which, hey, he did say some, like, casual insults. He made some jokes about you publicly, so yeah, you're allowed to respond publicly. He did make the point that you guys have, like, your phone numbers. This really could have just been a text message. It didn't have to be an entire video trying to call you out and telling you to stop and apologize and saying that this could harm other people. Like, bro, you really are just a piss pants crybaby, dude. You're just whining. I just don't have any respect for Philip DeFranco at all. He's such a fucking little...
There are also tons of people that deal with weight issues and eating disorders, which, by the way, it's well documented that I've talked about myself having an eating disorder that I've had to really fight to overcome over the years.
And like I said before, because yes, Ethan Klein is such a big fan of your fucking boring content, you pussy. Like, shut up. Fucking be entertaining for once. Make a joke for once in your life, you fucking... Ugh. I wanted to have, like, a fun, casual day today, you know? I didn't want to have to get all, like, upset and riled up. Then I saw this, and I was like, well, I can't just not make a video about it.
First of all, I do sincerely apologize to Phil, and I will not talk about his body anymore, right? I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that. He says it's well documented, like I'm supposed to know. I mean, listen, Philly, no offense, I like you, but I don't watch your show just because I don't have time. I don't watch anything. The only shit I watch on YouTube is, like, deep Elder Rings lore.
That's right. Hell yeah. Based.
So I don't know that. I mean, I know you lost weight. I didn't know you had an eating disorder or even that it affected you.
Also, this might be a hot take, but eating disorders are literally just you not having any self-control. How about you get yourself in order? Fucking control yourself and your brain. You are the master of your domain. And if you're so weak that you can't even, like, control your own urges, how about you just get the fuck off the internet? Because you're too weak to be here. There's gonna be plenty more people that are a lot more mean than Ethan and significantly more mean than I am. If you can't even control your own mind, then stop trying to control other people's, because you're a fucking idiot.
The part that rubbed me a little, or I guess I was just like, damn, why do like he's doing this really specific call out, like, against me for, like, body shaming him. Is it a little ironic that when he's talking about not body shaming people, he shows, like, this picture of me, which obviously is supposed to ingest, and I'm very comfortable with my physical appearance and stuff. I know how I experience the world is not how everyone else experienced the world.
I mean, it's just a goofy haircut. It's something that
I look fat.
you have total control over. You know what I mean? Like,
I know, but why show that? It's a little like it don't.
Because he's
Fuck things
he's,
up.
he's clapping at you a little bit. He's clapping.
Okay,
it was a gentle clap though.
But why is he clapping? Is he serious or is he joking?
I think he's serious. No, evidently he has some body image issues that are very serious, and I think it really got under his skin that you said that. So,
but do you understand the point? Like, why use this photo of me if he's trying to make a serious point? Because it seems to undermine him a little bit. Because I thought we were joking the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a point. You thought he was joking because they're literally talking about getting in a fight together. And the best way to create, like, marketing for these fights and get viewers, kind of like the whole Sam Hyde thing, is create a controversy. Create a beef, create some drama that people can latch onto, a story or a narrative that people can follow.
You got anyone you want to call out in the heavyweight division?
Oh, you know it, lad. You know that, Hassan Piker? I'm coming to kill you in Los Angeles at your house.
Or in the ring?
No, in real life. I'm going to stalk him and become obsessed with him and wear his makeup and his dresses and use his skin as a coat like the ancient Irish did.
Well, that's your winner, Sam Hyde!
Bloody.
Because people love good guys and bad guys. It's a story as old as time, and it will forever be true. If you can build a good guy and a bad guy, people are going to come and watch the story unfold. It's been in entertainment since the dawn of time, so... like, if he truly is crying about, oh, you were being mean because we're planning an event together, like a fight together. Dude, get over yourself. I mean, I don't want it to seem like I'm fully defending Ethan either, because he still is the same kind of guy who presses people and tries to cancel people over minuscule jokes all the time. At the end of the day, I don't really give a fuck if his, like, image is tarnished or if he loses subscribers because of this. He deserves it because he created this mess.
Again, I don't know Philly D that well. I didn't know that this was affecting him. I didn't know that he has an eating disorder and stuff. But we were having, like, this banter about the fight. And so we were going back and forth a lot on Twitter. Apparently, he called me a meatball. I don't remember that. Actually, we couldn't even find it. But somehow everybody has this memory of him calling me a meatball. It actually really hurt my feelings because the insinuation that, like, every episode I'm like riding him for fucking, like, I'm talking about Philly D's weight and stuff because I frankly couldn't even remember. I don't know. It just really hurt my feelings. It just was so out of left field too. Like, oh, and Ethan Klein is a fucking fat shaming bully who needs to do better. And me and Philly, he has my number. He could have texted me. That's the part that, like, if he has never told me this. I see a lot of people saying, like, oh, Philly D always tells Ethan to stop talking about his weight, and he never listens. He's never done that. We text. We're on texting terms. I mean, the last time I remember getting into something like this with him was like 2 years ago with Trisha, when I remember she said, I don't even remember what she said, but she said something offensive that he didn't appreciate, understandably. So I feel like people who don't have the context are just going to watch this and be like, oh yeah, Ethan Klein, he's just another piece of shit who fucking fat shames Philly D all the time. And it's like, damn, I don't know. It's just so easy to put that shit on me, and everybody believes it. It's just like, I don't know, man.
And here's the thing, Mr. Ethan Klein, what you have to realize is that there's just gonna be people who don't care about the truth, who don't care about, like, what really is going on and what you really believe. They're just gonna believe whatever narrative they're fed. You really just have to, like, say fuck all to optics, like you did in the past, and just do you. Just be yourself. And the people that like you will like you, and the people that don't like you won't like you. There's not much that you can do to change their mind at the end of the day. It's just kind of a natural pecking order. It's just like natural instinct that people will just gravitate to stuff they like and go away from stuff they don't like. Call whatever they don't like evil. It's just like stupid shit that our monkey brains do every other week. I mean, it's not even something to, like, worry about, but he's a pussy who really thinks that all of this shit actually matters.
Here's Ela working in the background of our members
and I also
live stream as Philly D destroys my being.
Lena was in tears watching this, just seeing how you were so surprised taking in this info, and then Ela's just going ham in the background. Fucking great.
Okay, friend, this is good content.
Close the trunk.
Close the
that's the
trunk.
situation that appears right now. And I also, you know what? It is so beside the point.
Oh,
of
by the
story.
way, I opened Kinetic Sand because his videos are a little boring, and I wanted to keep people's attention span. I
Can we
can't
get through this
I
without
can't say
further
his videos are
insulting him?
boring now.
His little fucking elf-eared fucking producer dude just can't, like, take a joke. Oh, could we just not further insult him? No, fuck him. He's literally being, like, a little pussy, man. Like, he's being a weenie. Call him a weenie. Let him rot. Like, you don't need to apologize to him. And I understand that sometimes jokes can affect people in a certain bit of a mental state, whatever the fuck, because they allow themselves to be affected like that. when at the end of the day, you could clearly see that he didn't mean any malice. He didn't have any, like, ill will towards Phil. I don't hate Phil. I never met the man. I just do not like his actions right now. I do not like the fact that he's trying to make everyone else a sensitive little crybaby and recruit a bunch of joke police. It's just stupid, dude. It's really retarded.
The man's been on the internet for 10 years. You know, do you know what I'm saying? Getting at?
He doesn't want to say it, but Philly D, man, he's been here, he's been around whenever everyone was edgy, whenever everyone was crazy and always shit-talked each other, and there wasn't any of this gay corporate, like, pussy bullshit anymore, and crying about advertisers and having to kowtow for all this, like, PC bullshit. I really see, like, Ethan wanting to be his old self again, and make jokes, and be funny, and be edgy again, but he can't. He's already, like, picked his path, and if he reverts now, if he goes back on it, then he's gonna have a whole new set of problems, because he's a laughingstock to all the edgy people now, and if he switches over, then he'd be evil to all of his current viewers. So really, the man can't win, you know. He's stuck in a rock and a hard place. At the end of the day, cry about it, Ethan. I don't really care. Other than that, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. And if you want to support the channel a little bit extra, you can always share this video with a friend, with a family member, maybe your cousin, maybe your girlfriend, anyone you want, even your dog. I don't know if they would enjoy this, but maybe, you know, maybe the flashing colors and weird sounds would catch their attention and they'd just start staring for a while. Either way, spread the propaganda around and turn everyone into a gay retard, because we need more of them out there, alright? Or go to ko-fi.com/rayguitard or down in the description below for exclusive content. Gay retard out.